I may not have a ton of subscribers or a whole heap of views just yet as I'm building this channel. That doesn't mean I don't know the secret to getting your music heard. My client has just reached over 2.8 million, if not 3 million views on his second only single ever within 2 weeks, which is huge. So I'm going to tell you how it's done. And of course we have Ralph here with us as well today, who is now going through his little hyper part of the day and running around. So if there's a growling, barking, squeaky toys going off, you know who it is. So pretty much, if you're looking to get your music heard, maybe you've tried Spotify, Deezer, Tidal, it's on everywhere and anywhere you could possibly think and imagine. Maybe you've tried all the radio stations, maybe you've got to play in the radio stations, but maybe it's just not really hitting home, it's not resonating, and you're not finding the fans or the traffic that you're actually looking for. It's not hitting those targeted fans. Well, the best way to actually get your music heard, it's not on Spotify, believe it or not. It's not hitting up playlists, and it's definitely not on radio. The best way to get your music heard is on YouTube. Believe it or believe it not. YouTube has the most streams per musician, more than on Spotify, more than anywhere else. And of course, people are now subscribing to YouTube Premium, where therefore they get uninterrupted music all the time in their pockets, on their phones, and music videos along with it. Plus they get remixes, and they can literally find any song you're looking for pretty much nearly on YouTube. Anything you're looking for is on YouTube. Whether Spotify, not everything is actually on Spotify. They don't have every single track or every single piece of music created. Whether on YouTube, you can actually find these, which is why people are subscribing to Premium, because you can have an absolute complete, different, diverse array of music. And it's great for musicians and artists alike, because they get their inspiration from watching other musicians and from listening to other music. I mean, you can get anything from Japanese jazz to, you know, classic folk, and you know, that's where a lot of musicians do actually get their inspiration from. So that's why people are subscribing to Premium. Not saying that like you should do it. I did it for the first time myself there recently, and like, yeah, it's great. And now that I realize I can just like listen to even audiobooks in my pocket, it's fantastic. This is by absolute no means whatsoever an advertisement for YouTube. I've only got like a handful of subscribers and like only like a few views. So I'm not at the level yet where I can actually get sponsorship deals or anything like that. This is complete advice from my own experience and having worked with artists in the past. So if you want to get your music heard, you put your music on YouTube, get on YouTube and just promote the shit out of it. You can even do YouTube ads as well for your music. And honestly, that is literally one of the best ways to actually get your music heard. Another little trick that we used as well with my client, well, actually just before I go there, it's to let you know as well, there's, you know, some countries, India actually, and Pakistan, every single person there listens to music on YouTube, and that's a huge population. You know, they don't really listen to Spotify, they listen to YouTube. And if you want your music to be globally out there, you want to make sure that you're also available in countries such as Pakistan and Singapore and the Philippines and Brazil, because they are huge on music. They have, you know, karaoke bars everywhere. They love to sing. They're always out and about. So music is a huge thing there. So you want to make sure that your music is actually available in those countries as well. And again, that's what I'm saying, like YouTube, they listen to YouTube. YouTube is everywhere there. So that's where they get their music from. So if your music is there as well, they're more likely to discover you. But anyway, one of the little, not tricks or hacks necessarily, one of the tips I'm going to give you as well for getting your music heard on YouTube, when your music is on YouTube. One is, yes, promote it to shit. Put it on all of your social media platforms, you know, spread the word, share the link, blah, 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 whatever. You know, you can even like comment on other people's YouTube channels and maybe direct them to your YouTube channel to check out your music, right? Advertising is another one. But also a little tip, which is pretty nifty, is getting ambassadors. So if you have friends or family, say in other countries, maybe say you live in London, maybe you've got family in Canada, the States, or maybe Pakistan, Singapore, or maybe Australia, wherever, you can ask them to be an ambassador for your music. So by that, I mean, what they can do is they can be a representative. So they can talk about your music, they can promote your music, and they can share your music. So you ask them to be a representative, an ambassador. Maybe you can give them some sort of incentive. Maybe if you could say something along the lines of, if you get, 100 streams, for every 100 streams, I'll give you, like $10 or something like that, whatever it might be, to be honest, actually, the way we worked it, the way I usually would suggest to people is it's not an incentive. The incentive is that you know them and they want to support you and they want to help you. But just to say that if there was somebody that you knew that lived, let's say in Canada, that you didn't know very well, but you wanted your music to be heard in Canada, you could ask them to promote it and continue to promote it for, let's say, 30 days, every single day, share it a few times. You could probably, give them some sort of incentive or give them some sort of, payment. But otherwise, what I would suggest is just getting on to friends and family and just saying, look, listen, I really want your help and support with sharing my YouTube link for my new track. And if you can share it maybe every day on a different platform for like 30 days or whatever, or talk about it, or share it with your friends and share it with their friends, etc. It would just be, it would mean the world. And, obviously then, any sort of benefits I would reap, I'll share the wealth kind of thing. So that is how my client actually got 2 million views in 2 weeks with his second only single ever, by having ambassadors and having it on YouTube. If you're an artist yourself, you might have noticed that most of your music streams come from YouTube. And if you have, then there you go. Get in on YouTube, use YouTube, promote YouTube. And this is by no means any sort of sponsorship or anything like that. I've got no incentive, only to offer purely good advice to help musicians and artists alike. So just get on YouTube and share it. Maybe you could do some YouTube advertising, but just make sure that you are posting your links out and promoting your music at all times whenever you have an opportunity to do so. Hope this tip was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree, or maybe you've got a different platform that your music is streaming mostly on. Let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear what your thoughts are. And also give me, of course, a thumbs up, and give me a like, subscribe, all that jazz, because this is a brand new channel. I'm trying to grow it, and it would be great to get your support. So if you want to know any particular, tips, tricks, tools, tactics, or techniques in the music industry, you'd like me to do a video on, as a music business strategist who has worked in the industry on and off in many different aspects and areas for over 10 years, and only now I'm doing YouTube, do hit me up and I'll be happy to do a video. So till next time, take it easy and ciao for now, and I might see you on YouTube. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is by no means whatsoever an advertisement for YouTube.